What's up, everybody? Sorry, I'm 5 minutes late. I'm getting a habit of being late here, aren't I? Got a little busy at the shop, so. Helping Thomas out there. It's been a busy day. A lot of people in and out. A lot of new cards coming into the shop as well, guys. So we're always buying singles. If you guys have anything, bring them down. Take a look. So it took a minute to get filled a little bit. I wish we had some new football, but the only football coming is Topps Chrome, and unfortunately, we're not going to be getting too much of it. I know, no excuses. Somebody's got to keep me in line. The problem is Duncan used to keep me in line, and he don't come to the streams no more, so giving me a little bit too much leeway. But we're throwing this back to Phoenix. I figured you guys wouldn't mind going back to Phoenix since it just seems to be the best case, in my personal opinion, that we've ripped. Gives you guys the most stuff. Trying to think of some new stuff that's come in. I don't think we've had anything too new that hasn't already went out the door. We've got a little bit of a restock on Pokemon on perfect order, some ETBs, Ascended Heroes premium poster collections. We got some of those. Waiting on trying to get some more One Piece in. We have WWE Exalted hobby boxes coming tomorrow. What's up, Jess? Topps Chrome football will be next Wednesday. I know everybody's like, when's the release? Next Wednesday. Unfortunately, we were not offered anything but retail. We got blasters, and we have some megas coming as well. Some of that we had to buy secondary. We didn't get to buy it. We got a little bit offered to us from Topps. The rest of it we had to buy secondary, so the price is going to be a little higher. I apologize for that, but I don't, Pat. I mean, I'm going to try to buy some on another secondary avenue if I can to do a break, because I really want to do it. But you guys are all going to have to understand it's going to be expensive. So Topps cases for blasters are $40, so that alone is already going to boost the price some. But then this stuff it's going to be so damn expensive. I mean, with the price that we had to pay for the secondary cases we got, like, the blasters are $65. I mean, it sucks, but it is what it is. I mean, it's going to be a great product. I'm excited for it. It's just expensive. So I would like to do a break down the road here for them. It just really depends on the price, if I can do it and it's reasonable enough for you guys. Because I don't want to, I hate gouging you guys. It's not my favorite thing to do ever. So we will look into it, Pat. It's definitely on my to-do list. What up, Jeremy? Pop Century, we still have a Pop Century break that has not filled. Only one spot's been taken. There are 5 more. That is a random hit break for $60. You guarantee yourself a card. You're getting either one of the 4 autographs or one of the 2 101 pre-production proofs. We had a lot of fun with the last one. There was a Ben Affleck 101 auto in there that was super, super cool. Love Pop Century. Ran that one back because people started getting, like, excited and wanted to get into the break right when I was filling it, and then unfortunately now we have one person that's bought into it. So if you guys want to grab a spot for that will break once we fill. But yeah, so next Wednesday, when we open at 11, as long as we get it ahead of time, which Topps is pretty good about getting it to us before it releases, we will have Topps Chrome football blasters. Megas, I think, are going to be a little bit lagged behind because we got them from a different avenue. We'll see. Depends on shipping. And then Topps Chrome WWE blasters will be on Friday. Those release on Friday. We only got blasters of those as well. So, as always, though, I will continue to hunt the secondary market, try to find good deals on stuff so that I can bring it to you guys in shop, as long as it provides value to you guys. So. Alright guys, that's been about 5 minutes, as I always try to let everybody filter in here. We got our list here. As always, we're going to start the randomization process. We are going to roll 2 dice, and that will give us our amount of times we're going to randomize our list here. Arizona Cardinals, all the way down to the Washington Commanders. This has to be 4 or higher. Also, we do have a jersey. Once again, this was one that was donated by the amazing Derek Nixon. and he got it. He won it back in the last break, even though he donated it. So we're going to put it back into rotation. This will go to the Falcons. This is a Nebraska Cornhuskers jersey, but Mike Rozier, he retired with the Falcons. That was where he played last. So this will go to the Falcons. If you get the Atlanta Falcons, you also get this jersey. This is signed by Mike Rozier. It's a Beckett Authentic. It says Heisman 83. So you will get that. If you get the Atlanta Falcons, you automatically get that jersey. All right, you guys, let's get into it. What's up, Cohen? Did you come in today? I didn't get to see you today. It's weird when you're not in here. I don't know if we still got that Franz behind the counter for you. All right, guys, dice roll. 10. That's probably our highest we've ever had. Double fives. All right, we will randomize 10 times. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and the final time, number 10. That is Arizona Cardinals on the top with the Lions on the bottom. Yeah, Derek Nixon's amazing. He likes to donate stuff like that a lot, so we appreciate him for that. All right, guys, we're gonna go down our list here. We've got Fred Tippett with the Cardinals. Dave got the Bengals, nice. Jess with the Titans. David Shearing with the Chiefs. Mark Knaltner with the Bears. David Shearing with the Niners. Jeremy Elliott with the Chargers. Eric Abbott with the Saints. Riker with the Browns. Daniel Daigle with the Ravens. Pat Noble with the Panthers. Justin Powell with the Steelers. Dustin Burke with the Raiders. Elena Tippett with the Seahawks. Zach Powell with the Jets. Jason Robbins with the Bucks. Eric Morath with the Falcons. Jessica Littleton with the Pats. Daniel Daigle with the Dolphins. Mark Knoltner with the Vikings. Jeremy Elliott with the Jacksonville Jaguars. Pat Noble with the Giants. Pat, I've gotten you the Giants a couple times, haven't I? Chad Walston with the Eagles. We've got James Good, that's RGL over on YouTube, one of my buddies. It was his birthday yesterday. Houston Texans. We got Mark Knoltner with the Commanders. Dustin Goff with the Colts. Kevin Knoltner with the Cowboys. Jess Mueller with the Bills. Eric Morath with the Packers. Craig with the Rams. Sean Esther with the Broncos. And Bev with the Lions. You do need a dark color blast. Be the third one that we've hit if we hit it. That's the problem. You got to hit twice. Let me delete these here. I forgot to take the ships out. Make it look a little bit cleaner here. There we go. Yeah, I always say you got to hit twice. You got to hit the team, like the chaser team, and then the chaser team has to hit. Okay. Cardinals. Rome. Just making sure, like usual, I like to check some of these names here. Make sure things stayed the places that they were supposed to stay. All right, guys, that means Eric Morath, he got the Falcons jersey. Well, it's not a Falcons jersey. It was a Nebraska Cornhuskers jersey, but my words ain't words in right now. Yeah, Jess got her hubby. It's happening. Today's the day. Today's the day. All right, you guys. Get this guy open and let's get going. I feel like it's been a minute since I've done Phoenix. I am going to be putting together, I'm going to be trying to change the breaks up a little bit, you know, like I don't want to run the same stuff all the time. I know you guys want new stuff, but I always prefer to just run stuff that has good value for you, and if I don't have something good enough to run, you know, I'm going to do something that does. So I do want to put a WWE break together. I just don't know if I'm going to do it on here or if I'm going to do it on Whatnot, because obviously we don't have the largest WWE following in the shop. We have a decent one. But it's going to be like hobby. I was going to do some hobby, and I was also good. There's two of these that are backwards. We got to start with those, right? So I was going to do a couple hobby and then some of the new Topps Chrome Blasters and do like a 22 name, basically doing it by letters. So you guys have to let me know if it's something you guys are going to be interested in. I'll do it on Facebook. It's a little cheaper for everyone if I do it on Facebook, but yeah, I know Jason will get in. I know the O'Connors will get in. Like there's some people that'll get in, but I need enough to have like 22 spots. So What's going on with this picture? What do you mean? Yeah, I know you're in. Everyone gets a hit. You get a hit. You get a hit. I'm excited to rip it, Jason. I'm excited we're gonna have some Exalted in the shop. That comes tomorrow. $300. 2 auto, 1 relic. You know how that goes. Beautiful, beautiful product. We have our universe, and because I think I'm gonna do like 2 Exalted, 1 universe, and then like maybe 4 blasters of chrome. I don't know. It'll be fun. What's happening? I didn't see anything. I wonder if it was me or if it was just yours. But I just got to figure out how much it'll cost and all that. Okay. Yeah, I got to see how much it's going to cost. Like I said, it should be 22. Be like 22 spots because it's essentially it's letters, but certain letters that don't have as many hits get coupled with some other letters so that, you know. Last time we did it, it's been a minute since I've done a WWE break on Facebook. I think we did a divisional last time. You were in that one, weren't you, Jason? I know the O'Connors were. I think we did a divisional. Because I could always do that too. The problem is it's going to be way more expensive if I do a divisional. You got a Drew and Punk dual patch yesterday? Dude, the dual patches are nasty. Wow. First numbered out, Genty. Taking Ashton Genty on the Hyper, the purple or blue Hyper. Purple to 199 there. Going to the Raiders, that is Dustin. Nice hit there, Dustin. Contours Jackson Dart, there you go, Pat. Will Howard, rookie. Jacquez Hunter on the Hyper. Jordan Watkins. Jadon Blue. JJ McCarthy Hyper. To do it like, yeah, I'd do it by the letters. I'd love to do it by name, but I'd have to do that on Whatnot if I did it by name because it'd be just so many. It'd be so many names. Just the beginning. First box magic. Like, I like the divisional, but it's just really expensive, especially when you start getting hobby into it. If I was just doing like a case or something of blasters, it wouldn't be as bad, but. $178, but what do you know? I wonder how you know that. I wonder how you know that. I think somebody's been getting into some breaks. I saw a bunch of, I haven't seen any breaks yet, but I've seen Gelman, Adam Gelman on Twitter. He has his 3 FDIs. He bought 3 FDI hobby boxes and he was ripping them. He wasn't like live ripping them, he was just ripping them and then posting pictures of his hits. I can't wait, man. Is that who? Was it number 22? I didn't even notice. That's funny as shit. Especially if you had a color blast. Only been in 100 of them. 101 Sol Ruka auto. I bet that was pretty sick. I saw her 101 from Exalted, the mem, and it was terrible. It was a frickin' napkin. And that happened with Tiffy, too. I know it happened with Sol Ruka, and I believe Tiffy, too. Tiffy time. Her 101 relic was a frickin' napkin. That's terrible. I don't think we've had a single numbered Jackson Dart. I know Pat would want that this stream, but I don't think we've had a numbered Dart yet. Yeah, they're horrible. I mean, I can understand you're going to get napkins sometimes. You got to think, like, if they're using matte relics, it's always pretty much always a napkin. But for, like, stuff that they've worn, like, there's going to be spots that don't have anything on them. But those should be on the, like, out of 199s or the out of 299s. They definitely shouldn't be on the 101s. There's a Cam Scatterbo rookie there. DeAndre Lambert Smith. Geno Smith. Dylan Sampson. Got a Jay Jetta on the Thunderbirds. Marion Hampton. Broderick Thomas Hyper. Martin rookie. We've also not gotten a black 101 out of here yet. JT rookie. And that's something I'd like. The lowest we've gotten is our golds. The golds to 10. I know a lot of you guys already chimed in on our the post I made, but what are we thinking of the kaiju case hit? Basically, a lot of people are like a Japanese downtown. I don't remember who said that. Was that you, Pat? Yeah, I think it was Pat. I mean, it kind of is, because it's supposed to be like pictures, like things that kind of describe the city or have something to do with the team name and stuff like that, and then obviously it's a Japanese poster. I've always enjoyed Japanese poster art for like films. I have some at home personally, and it kind of leans into that same aesthetic. There's some things I dislike about it that they've done. Some of them look a little tacky, but yeah, I just like I don't hate them. Some of them look way better than others, and I think if they would have done better at differentiating them, because like they look very similar besides the stuff that like lends itself to like what city it is. Like the other stuff looks all the same, and I kind of hate that. Yeah, they use like they don't really use different fonts. Is it, that's what you're talking about? Poor bastard. Matthew Golden rookie. Ooh. Got a Caleb Johnson hyper behind it that was stuck. Cam Miller. Adams, Jalen Royals, Roquan Smith hyper, Rashal Tukin, Xavier Watts. Need some more color. What's going on here? We're getting the dud boxes out of the way. Jaden Higgins, Evan Williams hyper. 14 numbered this time. You love them. I'm also curious. We haven't seen odds yet, but I'm curious on the odds for some of this stuff. They have a lot of case hits. Like the list of case hits that they're going to have is crazy. What was the other one that we just saw? I think I just saw one, I feel like, right before I got on here. No, that was for WWE that I'm thinking of. But there's a lot of case hits for NFL. So I'm just curious on the odds of them and what ones are actually like the harder ones to hit. I mean, ultraviolets for basketball for Chrome, they were hard to hit, and they were hobby exclusive, and they sold for like $1,500 for like the bigger names. So yeah, I'm not sure if that's gonna be the same here. I think it's probably gonna be the same. I think your easier case hits to hit are gonna be like the Helix and the Genies, stuff like that. And then from what I've gathered from the sell sheet, case hits are 1 in every 2 cases for blasters. For like all the other formats like Hobby, Jumbo, Delight, they're 1 per case. But for blasters, from what I saw on the sell sheet, is 1 per every 2. So hopefully we get lucky in the cases we have. We got the the two. We got both of them on the second one. We need some more numbered. We've only had one so far, which is weird. Maxwell Hairston. Dalton Kincaid on the Hyper. Colston Loveland rookie. Kalel Mullins rookie on the Hyper. Will Johnson. Mecca. I haven't seen this Thunderbirds too much. Kind of like that one. Without his helmet on. Montgomery. Kalel Mullins again. Gunnar Helm rookie. Gunnar Helm. A lot of repeats in this one. Coalition's terrible in this box. Jack Beck. Not a break without Jack Beck. Yeah, buy case hit. I will say, we obviously have our issues with, you know, each company and all this stuff, and there's definitely pros and cons to each. I will say I do like on the sell sheets with Topps that they kind of specify certain things, like this, you know, like there's this many case hits or this many autos per case and like all this stuff. They do that on the sell sheets. Like for Topps Chrome WWE, it's 4 autographs per blaster case. Like that's what it says on the sell sheet, and I appreciate that. And they also are pretty good about if they have anything that says like you get one auto per box and it doesn't have the auto, they will fix that for you. Obviously with Panini in the past it was on average and they said screw you. Like this right here, 3 blaster exclusive hyper parallels on average. So if you don't get it, you have no legal grounds to be like, hey, this says this. So that is something. There's some benefits for Topps, but I think the price of Topps Chrome is just going to be a little ridiculous, and it's kind of based on how little they're allowing hobby shops to get. Transparency is always nice for sure. Like I said, we only got offered 1 case of blasters, and that's kind of crazy. We're a Topps Direct prospect hobby shop. You think we would have gotten at least a case of every SKU, but that is not how it went. And all of that is only going to inflate prices. Because like I said, like we had to go find it somewhere else, which means we had to pay higher, which means we got to sell it higher. It's just kind of shitty. But it is the market right now. Alright, Kel Williams rookie. There's a color, man. David Montgomery hyper. Benjamin Morrison. Paradox there of Matthew Golden. Isaac Tesla. There's one. Tyrone Tracy Jr. going to the Giants, going to Pat on the green hyper to 149. It's got like a huge like scratch going outside of it. Nick Scorton. Tom McCord. Hey, and there's our first case hit. Vinny Testaverde for the Jets. Who's laughing now? Numbered to 49. Kind of off center there. This has happened a lot on these, but a Vinny Testaverde auto going to the Jets. Going to the Jets. Who's that going to? Who do we say, Zach? Yeah, going to Zach. Andre Borregales, Baker Mayfield on the hyper. Yeah, it's not a bad auto. I mean, really. There's better names for sure. We've had Chris Olave on these before. We had Dalton Kincaid recently, which was pretty sick. The only thing I worry about, and it's not a tried and true thing, but typically when we hit this kind of auto, the color blast is not a thing. I hope I'm wrong. I'm pretty sure we've had the numbered auto and not had, and had color blast as well, but yeah, headed out.
Yeah, I'm out of here.
All right, see you, buddy.
See you, man.
Good luck, everybody. Cody Laws is here, guys. It's funny too. Nobody wants the Jets, but anytime somebody gets the Jets, they tend to hit. It's weird. Like, I mean, I guess the hit is subjective. Alright, so that's what? We've had 2 numbered, well, 3 numbered technically. The auto was just not color numbered. So we've had 3 numbered. In the break last night, I was packing that up this morning. I mean, Josh sorts it before he leaves, but I packed it all up this morning, and I'm like, damn. Not bad. I got all of that shipped this morning. Well, at least packaged, labeled. I'll drop it off on my way to work tomorrow. It'll be off to you. We'll have to see, Jeremy, if this time, if it continues to take detours or if it goes straight to you this time. Unlike your last one. But I think your Whatnot one went straight to you, wasn't it? But the problem was this one, the one from the break, for whatever reason. Decided to take some detours. Dylan Gabriel, got ourselves a pink here. It looks like Jags colors. We like it. We like it. We like when our numbered are on people we like. 4 of 299 going to the Jacksonville Jaguars. That is going to Jeremy. There you go. You were saying you ran out of your luck. You did not. Mike Green. Hey, Tyler Shugg on the Thunderbirds. This stuff's been selling extremely well. There's another Travis Hunter rookie there. Ooh. Mark Stewart on the hyper. Going to the Bengals, going to Dave. Ty Barron. DJ Sanders. Jay Herbo on the hyper. It's skill at this point. Skill diff. Just a skill diff, that's all it is. He visited family in some other areas. What's up, Cody? He couldn't resist being here, guys, and hanging out with us. He just left the store and he said, I gotta go back. I gotta go hang out. More sleeves. I meant to do that earlier, but when I was getting ready and then I got sidetracked. Got busy in the store. I wanted to help, but you told me no. I don't know that I ever told you no. I probably just didn't answer you because my brain is constantly thinking about 16 different things. We talked about this while you're here. Got so much going on all the time. Well, there's a color blast on the front of the pack. But hello? Well, for the Bucks, there's that. Tampa Bay going to Jason Robbins. We are not mad about an Emeka Egbuka color blast. It wasn't your words, it was your face. That's odd. It's usually the second card. I wonder if this pack got shorted. It did. This pack got shorted a card. It's probably in this one of these other ones. Alright, well. Bang. Emeka Egbuka on the color blast. Going to Jason Robbins. I wonder if I got a red back here. That might be pretty sick. I don't know if I got a red back here or not. I need to restock my colors back here. Let me go get, I will be right back because I got to get sleeves anyways. See, this debunks my theory about if we hit an auto, that you can't have a color blast too. Like I said, I think I was proven wrong previously anyways, but. Alright. Decided not to this time. Jason was a pretty late pick too. I think there was only so many. I mean, there's probably only like 5 spots left when he took that. That spot sat for a while. Yeah, so much for the suspense. Doesn't exist in that pack. Well, there we go. Color Blast number 1, hopefully. Let's get another one. Never happened yet, but doesn't mean it can't. It does not mean it cannot. I ain't even gonna finish opening the packs. See, I always get, what number do I get? I like 23. I like 4. 23 and 4 are probably like my main go-tos. Alright, so ideally, we should have at least one more case hit in this case unless we get blessed with a bunch more. I believe. I mean, typically these cases have 3 case hits, and we've hit 2 of them as of the moment. But we've also had a case on Whatnot that Josh did that had 6, but I don't think it had a color blast. Robbie Ousts on the rookie. Malik Neighbors on the hyper. Let's focus. There we go. Tez Johnson. That is a Travion Henderson hyper on the contours. Any of the inserts that have a hyper to them or any type of parallel are numbered. So this one should be numbered. That's going to 299 on the hyper. Going to the Pats, who had New England, Jessica Littleton. Devin Neal, rookie. Jonnu Smith on the hyper. Horton. Jack Sawyer. Riley Leonard on the hyper rookie. It's been really good names on our numbered cards this go around. That's not always the case. A lot of times it's like, I don't really want them on my numbered card, but you know, we'll take it. Travion Henderson numbered. We had a Ashton Jency numbered, a Travis Hunter numbered. Like all the rookies you're looking for. We're getting some numbered of them. We still got a lot of boxes left. We still got, what, 17? Not 17. We have 13. 13 boxes left. We haven't even touched this case yet. Yeah, that was weird. We've never had that where the color blast is the first card. It's always the second card. There's like a rookie in the front of it usually. So we didn't get a slow reveal. We didn't get to do no suspense build so that we could figure out what team it was. It's alright. 13 more cases, that'd be freaking nuts. But it's not something that hasn't happened before. Was it last year? I think it was last year. I think it was 2024 class. It was Optic, if I remember correctly. Donruss Optic hobby boxes. Some of the cases would have like 13 downtowns in it. I think we got an orange maybe? I feel like some color was peeking out. Excuse me. Alright. Cam Miller. It is Derrick Henry on the red hyper. On the red hyper going to the Baltimore Ravens to Daniel. That is numbered to 399. Once again, a good name. Jalen Royals. Jackson Dart on the Thunderbirds. Hey, you're getting you some inserts of Jackson Dart. Rashel Tootin. Micah Parsons. Nick Sirianni. Xavier Watts rookie. Jake Higgins. Sean McDermott, so Coach Box. Graham Mertz. Got Nick Barnett on the hyper. Yeah, we definitely take. There's plenty of times when people get the Giants and you don't see a single Jackson Dart. You usually see a scat, but we took a scat auto too instead of that Testaverde. That would have been nice. Well, I will say, if we are only getting one more case hit, and it's not a color blast, hopefully it's a Phoenician and not a Phoenician auto. The Phoenician autos tend to not have the best checklist, but we will see. Next week, guys, just to kind of give you a heads up, I will not be here. I'm going to Florida. My daughter has nationals, well, worlds as they call it, worlds for cheer. So I won't be here. I still plan to have a break. I still plan to put that up on Monday at 1 like normal. And then Josh will just rip it for you guys on Tuesday or Thursday if it doesn't fill by Tuesday at 5:30. But not sure what. May do something different. I don't know. Might do select again just to hunt the zebra. We've got a lot of select cases. Someone just hit a Chuba Hubbard off of the shelf. So there's another case out there. I wanted to do like a select mega case and see how different the case of megas is, but it'd be a little bit more expensive. I don't know. I'm gonna look into it. I'll figure it out before I head out. What are you what the fucking about? That I go to Florida? Abdul Carter, rookie. Jordan Watkins on the rookie hyper. Darius Alexander. We got a Joe Burrow on the Thunderbirds. Jalen Noel. Chris Chambers on the hyper. Tyler Loop. It is not a break without Tyler Loop. Warren. James Pierce Jr. Hit the zebra off the shelf. We got Tyler Warren, Curtis Rourke. We hit him in every break too on the hyper. Steve Spurrier, Zach Ertz. Yeah, he came in and bought somebody came in and bought, I don't know, I think they bought like 2 blasters. There's a lot over there. That poor kicker, he's just everywhere. I don't think I've ever seen one of our cases of anything. Phoenix, Select, Prism, any of it. without a Tyler Luke. If we did have one, I think that case would be an anomaly. Hard slipping away from you. Push that back because then we won't be able to see them. Still have no news on the horizon of unlicensed NFL from Panini, though. Keep you guys updated on that. No news yet. What, I put one on the shelf that is one with no case in? Is that what you just said? Is that what you're saying to me? Wow. Oh, gotcha. They didn't have the kicker? Well, yeah, because if there's no Tyler Luke, then, I mean, what kind of case is that? It's not a good one, if you ask me. Alright, Kenneth Grant, rookie. BTJ, second year hyper. Tua. Caleb. Will Howard. Got another Travion Henderson on the contours. Jordan Watkins, rookie. Will Johnson on the hyper rookie. Jadon Blue. Chocolates Hunter rookie. Kyle Shanahan. Matthew Golden. Got a Khalil Mullins on the hyper. I think we had less number, but we really still have quite a bit to go through. I mean, we're just now hitting the halfway point of the case. I know no one on Whatnot wants a kicker. That's what's funny is like, so there's certain people on like Whatnot. I don't know that I've ever been into their streams, but I definitely have heard of these people that do like their breaks, like, and they fractionalize it even more, and they do it by like player. I mean, like, first off, that'd be like, for some of these sets, that's like 400 people. Like, that's a crazy amount of spots you have to sell. But like, who's buying the kicker? But are they selling them for like $1? Maybe they are. You know, because they're making all the money on somebody else, but it's just crazy. Phoenix packs are the easiest to rip open. I love doing breaks with Phoenix. Take forever to fill. I know. I mean, I did a case of blasters of the Combat Anthology, which was a blast. No pun intended. I just said that these were easy to open, and that one gave me trouble. I did a case break of that, and it was like 102 names to sell it by athlete. Maybe it was a little more than that, but I mean, it really didn't take me too long. I got lucky. It was probably an hour, but imagine like a 400 player, like, it's gonna take forever. Some of these wrestling breaks I get into that they do by wrestler, it's 200 plus names, and it takes forever. Jalen Lane, we do have ourselves a green here. It is going to be on Mason Taylor. Nice little color match there on the green hyper for the Jets. Hit again at a 149 on the Mason Taylor. Not bad. Aaron Smith. Got Tedero McMillan for the Panthers on the Paragon. I don't know that I've seen any Paragons be numbered. Riley Leonard. Ahmad Rashad on the hyper. Shamar Stewart. Terrence Ferguson rookie. Jalen Walker. Calvin Ridley hyper. It's horrible. 501 for National Treasures half case. That's crazy. That is actually insane. Took like 3 to 4 hours. Yeah, fuck that, man. No thanks. Like, I understand it. The point is to fractionalize it to a point to where it feels more affordable for people. I get like that aspect of it. I know that's why they do it. And because, you know, I like to make things affordable for you guys. I don't want them to be too expensive, but I just feel like that, with that, especially with like a half case of National Treasures, like you're not getting what? You're getting like maybe 12 to 14 cards because they were putting a lot extra. So if it's a half case, that's only 2. So that's 24 cards. Like, the amount of people that are getting skunked is insane. 3 to 4 hours for W. Yeah, I've been in plenty of those, Jason. I just try to get my spot, or I put the bell on for when they run my for Trish or whatever, and then I come back later because I'm not sitting there. National Treasures takes 6 hours. I don't doubt it. One of my favorite things is divisional type stuff, but the problem is that makes way less spots, which means things cost a lot more. Like I said, I enjoyed doing the WWE divisional we did forever ago on Facebook because it's what, 8? I think it's 8. You got NXT, no, is it less than that? No, it is 8. Because it's NXT, SmackDown, Raw, and Legends, and then you do men and women. So then there's 8 spots. But then that means whatever the price of the break is, it's going to be divided by 8, and it means it's going to cost a lot more. But you're going to get way more ideally, because you don't know it's a case break, but you don't know what cards are going to come out. For WWE, that's why like the letter thing is probably the best middle ground. Not as many spots as doing it by wrestler, but it's also not as little spots as doing it by divisional. Doesn't want to like focus completely. I want you guys to know that's Cam Ward. Alright, Cam Ward, rookie. Jalen Walker on the hyper. Sirianni behind that. Todd Campbell. Travis Hunter on the Thunderbirds. Jordan James, Devontae Adams on the hyper, Mason Graham rookie, Walter Nolan, and one to like stick together, Taj Brooks, Jack Beck, there he is, Travis Kelce, and George Brooks. You can easily bundle wrestlers, though, go by best chasers with the bottom feeders, and mids get with mids. Yeah, and I've done that. So I tried to do that. I tried to do something kind of like that with my last case of Combat Anthology Blasters because I didn't really, like, I don't mind sitting there for an hour because that's really not that bad to fill it by selling each athlete. But I thought, well, why don't we do this? There's 20 people that have kabooms and those sell higher. I'm just going to bake the price completely into the people that have kabooms, and I'm going to assign other athletes to those spots. So, like, the biggest kabooms, Mike Tyson, you know, he had, like, 2 other athletes with him. And then some of the smaller kabooms, people that, even as a kaboom, only sell for, like, $300, not as many people want them, I put, like, 5, 6 athletes with them. And I did not fill that break. I ended up having to cancel it. Just people were not interested in that. At least not at the time. The people that were jumping in there, they weren't interested. So they were more interested in buying it per person. But that's kind of how, like, doing it by letter. The way it's broken down is like certain letters that don't necessarily have the best people have more letters instead of, you know, like for like Z and stuff, you get a bunch of other letters too, and you're not just getting Z. Which, I mean, Z's not technically that bad. We got Zelina Vega. Where's some color, guys? I feel like we've been low on our color. We got Nico Monwari. Good rookie there. Here's some. I don't know. I was gonna say it looked like Saints. It was Jim Everett on the orange hyper. That was to 149? No, to 99. Man, the stamping on these cereals though is kind of off center. It feels like. Going to the Saints, going to New Orleans. That is Eric Abbott. I was hoping that was Shug. Mitchell, Travion Henderson, Justin Jefferson on the contours, Andre Lambert Smith, Calvin Austin III on the hyper, Felton, Azare Thomas. We do have a Phoenician. It is not an auto. At least it doesn't look like it's an auto. Could be wrong here. It does. Maybe it is. Maybe it is an auto. Didn't look like it, but it is. We have Jonah Savanea, I believe would be how you pronounce that. Savanea for the Dolphins. Going to Miami. Going to Daniel Daigle. Non-numbered, I believe. We'll verify that real quick. Non-numbered there. Kyle Shanahan. Savion Williams. Kyron Williams on our hyper. Who in the world? That's why I said I was hoping we didn't get a Phoenician auto, because the checklist is a lot of who the hell is that? Who dat? That tends to be the Phoenician auto checklist. That's why I really would have rather it been a Phoenician, like a standard Phoenician. The one that has the Phoenician always has a numbered card too. Pretty much consistently that way. Alright, well, hopefully we got some more case hits coming. Ideally, that is the end of the case hits, but that doesn't mean we couldn't have a 101 hyper somewhere. We still haven't had one of those. The lowest we've had is a gold. We've had it twice. So hopefully we can feed somebody. We have 7 blasters left. Terry from Rhode Island, come on down. Is anyone else hearing the ding 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 sound from Price is Right after I said that? Because I am. And then they're like that like little song they play. Is it just me? We cooled down, guys. We had like all these like numbered color of good names. We had a Mecha color blast, and now it's like that random dude. Let's do a Dart 101. Yeah, that'd be kind of crazy. Let's get a little wild. Shedeur Sanders on the rookie. Here's some color for us. J.C. Horn going to the Panthers. That one is a 199 there. 160 to 199. We got Carolina. Pat. Heard it. You're not weird. I mean, you are, but you're cool. I'm just like the rest of you guys. It's fine. Malachi Starks. Marvin Harrison Jr. Thunderbirds. Woody Marks on the rookie. Shamir Hyper. I feel like we hit a lot of Hyper Shamirs too. Mike Vrabel. Elijah Arroyo. Kyle Williams rookie. Dante Thornton Jr. Chris Chambers Hyper. And more bases. It's stuck still. I can't get it out. How many numbers have we had so far? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. We've had 9 so far. So that, I feel like pretty much every blaster going forward should have one if we're going to stay on track for like the typical case. I think that's our first Emeka though that we've hit. Like I said, we've hit 2 Jackson Darts. We've hit Amari and Hampton, I think, twice too. Lamar, like we've had a decent amount. Last one in the shop was Jalen Milroe, which is a hold. We've hit Travis Hunter. Yeah, I think that's our first Emeka. This product is easily the best product of the 2025 class. It's not even close. Anybody that tells you otherwise doesn't rip. Rub it in our face, why don't you? What was the one that you guys hit last time? I can't remember. I'm spacing on what it was. The one you guys hit the last Friday that y'all came down and ripped. Are we doing something this Friday, Rick? Pat? I need to know, because if we are, I want to post on Facebook that we're having a Friday night rip. It's fine if not, I just want to know. I think, I mean, to be honest, next Friday would probably be more ideal, because of all the Topps Chrome that comes out on Wednesday, but it might all be gone by then. You got a Jalen Milroe too? Was that the same one? Yeah, that is that case. Never mind. I apologize. I'm mixing, dude. My days. Probably next. It makes more sense. Like, that's what I was going to say. It seems like it's like every other Friday, which would mean it's this Friday, but next Friday makes more sense. It's fine, Jess. It seems like they want to do it next Friday. Yeah, the group hit one. Yeah, that's what I was talking about. Jess, I think next Friday. Yeah, that's fine. I think it's a good call to do it next Friday. I'll post. I'm not going to be here, which fucking sucks. I mean, I'm excited. I'm going to be down with Kyrie at Worlds. Like, so excited for that. But it is unfortunate that Chrome, WWE, and football comes out the week I'm not here. So I will post, guys, for next Friday, and we'll try to get a lot of people down here. It'll be Wednesday for Topps. I mean, you guys can come Friday, too, for WWE. Got it numbered here. Doesn't look like a rookie. Bills. Willis McGahee on the purple hyper to 199. That was one to Jess, right? She had Buffalo. And DK Metcalf. Harold Fannin Jr. Another Ashton Genty. We hadn't seen him in a minute on the Paragon. Ashton Genty again. Holy shit, it's an Ashton Genty box. Who had the Raiders? Wasn't that you, Jeremy? Can't remember. No, it was Dustin, sorry. Man, on the hyper. Bergerort. Still think he looks like Jack Quaid. At least from that picture. DK. Caleb Johnson. Dak Prescott hyper. And Rabel. You'll be down Wednesday. Yeah, I'm sure a lot of you guys are going to be down Wednesday. Here's the problem. We're going to sell a lot during the day, guys. And I know, like, y'all probably have to work. So, I am worried about that a little bit. Let me open a new box on Whatnot, on Wednesday? Instead of doing singles? Is that what you're saying? No, I won't. Oh, you playing on the volleyball teams? Oh, shit. I go up there to watch on Wednesdays, too. What team are you on? Unless that continues on this break. I mean, I'm not against Wednesday you ripping Topps Chrome if we still have some. Instead of like doing singles. Like you could do singles. I don't know. Here's my thing. I don't want to necessarily push product to Whatnot that I know I can sell in the store. That's like my problem. We'll figure that out, Britt. I'll think about it. I don't know. Like, we can sell it in the store, and I'd rather have it on the shelf for my customers. You play them next Wednesday? Because I know tomorrow's the first day. That's going to be a crazy day, because Topps Chrome comes out that day. So then, yeah, we're going to have to push... you guys are wanting to come down Wednesday. We're going to have to do it on Friday. You do it on Wednesdays? Yeah, see, so how you even, you're not even going to be stream anymore. You got another commitment now. You just dropped us. I find out like this. You're good, Jeremy. I see that you're commenting with the work page. You mean Wednesdays in general? What do you mean? I'm not sure what you're saying now. I've lost what you're saying. If you got volleyball, you're not going to be able to be down here doing streams. You should probably, yeah, probably, because we're going to get a decent amount. Like I said, unfortunately, a lot of it came from secondary, so we had to pay higher. But, like, I still don't see it sitting long. Oh, I just watch. Yeah, me too. I don't play it. Trevor Etienne. I want to say Travion Henderson. I don't know why. Austin Eckler on the hyper. Mecca. Caleb Williams on the Thunderbird. Thunderbird definitely grew on me the more we ripped this. Alec Ironmanner. Got a Will Howard on our hyper. DJ Giddens. Non-guy. Quinton Judkins rookie. Joe Theismann on our hyper. It's typical with her. Stream at the volleyball thing. Yeah, have the volleyball as the backdrop while you're doing singles. That'd be kind of funny, to be honest. It'd be pretty unique. People would be like, what the hell? Tomorrow you play Pat's team. Okay. Not next Wednesday. Deal. Now Pat's saying next Wednesday. See, none of you guys know, and I'm gonna have to pull the schedule out, and I'm gonna have to decipher it myself. Yeah, I think bringing singles up to game time is probably one of the worst decisions we've ever made, if that were to happen. Yeah, game time, Jess, on Wednesdays. Time varies because there's like a bunch of different teams. He's right, I'm wrong. Warm up tomorrow. So then Pat's going to be 1-1 come next Wednesday, is what you're saying. This sucks that I'm not going to be here for that too. Man, apparently next week is just the week. You could just sell them there. I think cards are going to be left everywhere and it's going to be a mess, and I think it's a bad decision. It's like talking with Brittany. I'm always right. Alright, let's get some more good color. We're on the way out here. This is our final 4 boxes. Graham Mertz rookie. TJ Sanders rookie on the pink hyper. It's not what we were looking for. It's a $2.99. One to the Bills, one to Jess. Kel Williams. Tyler Shugg on the contours. Benjamin Morrison rookie. Abdul Carter on the hyper. Isaac Tesla rookie. Nick Scorton rookie. Tom McCord. Alex Highsmith on the Hyper. Bro, trust me, I won't lose him. You just call me bro. So I can't trust you. That's all I hear right there. You guys are so funny. It's all they respond to. I don't doubt it. My daughters randomly call me bro, and I'm like, child, what are you saying right now? Who do you think you're talking to? Alright, guys. Come on, give me the good juju. Give me the good vibes. I want some better colored, some better numbered cards here. I don't know what that was though. I think it's just a Hyper. They listen to bro, not bruh. Yeah, I was gonna say, she says bruh more than anything, like bruh. I can't say anything though. I say brother. I don't know why. Like I've watched a lot of Hulk Hogan stuff, I guess. I don't know. Marian Hampton rookie. Gunnar Helm on the Hyper. Nick Martin. Roma Dunze on the Contours. Oh, here's a purple here. Can you get a rookie purple? Nope. It's alright, we'll take a JD5. JD5 on the purple. Going to the Commanders, going to Mark. That is to 249 there. Quinn Ewers. Jackson Dart. I think that's our first Jackson Dart rookie. We've had those inserts, but we hadn't had like a true rookie. Derek Harmon. Trey Tucker on the Hyper. Rip Hulk. He misses my teams. Juju Smith-Schuster. We'll get all these sorted and stuff for you guys, so they will be available for pickup tomorrow. I'll get all that done before I go home. And then once again, I will plug the Pop Century random hit break. $60 a spot, 5 spots remaining. You're guaranteed an auto or a 101 pre-production. It's like a pre-production proof, which are really cool. We had fun with the last box. I'd love to rip the next one, but this one's been a little slow going. If you want to get 2 spots, I'll do it for 100. Give you a discount, $20 discount. I know everybody's saving for Chrome now though too, so. God, I got excited, y'all. I try not to like peek, but I saw it's just a hyper, but it was for like maybe the Texans or something. So it was black, and I'm like, did we finally do it? Did we finally get the 101? Did we? And that's sad. Rashard Smith, Micah Parsons on the pink hyper going to the Cowboys to $2.99. Going to Dallas. That's Kevin. Due for another case hit. Pat Bryant, Baker Mayfield on the Thunderbirds. Ladaho, Terrence Ferguson on the Hyper. James Scatabo rookie. Donovan Ezreku. Vinny Testaverde. Dylan Sampson. See, this is what I saw. And I got all excited. I was like, oh my god, it happened. That was a Joe Mixon for the Texans. On the hyper. Alright, one more box, guys. Hopefully we have another color. I'd say we do, but we'll see. And hopefully it's a good one. Love to hit another case hit. That would be awesome, Jeremy. But like I said, these cases have been pretty the same. We've ran, I mean, I don't know how many cases of this we've opened. What in the world? I wanted to focus on it. You guys to see this like nastiness on here. You can kind of see it there. Look at that. Ew, what is this? Ew. Gross. Nasty. All right, this is the box to change how they've all been. Okay, we got all these cases we've ripped. Let us be wrong on this one. Let this one have another color blast. We've never had dual color blast. We did have a dual zebra out of a select case though. Appreciate everybody getting in. Jerry Jones strikes again. Thanks for everybody getting into the breaks, as always. Next one up on Monday at 1 p.m. As typical, we typically fill these before Tuesday at 5:30, and you know today was no different. But if we don't for some reason fill it, because I know a lot of people are going to be saving money for Chrome, it just rolls to Thursday at 5:30. And if for some reason it doesn't fill there, it goes till the next Tuesday. That is just going to be how it's going to have to be. That way it's uniform and there's kind of a routine. Appreciate you, Jeremy. Thanks for getting into the breaks. Thanks for coming to Whatnot. It's been a pleasure having you around, man. Glad we've been able to hit you some stuff sometimes. Look forward to the WWE break. I will get that together here in the coming weeks. It was a Mecca. Mecca Buka went to Jason Robbins, if I remember correctly. Hopefully I was right there. Tampa Bay. Yep, Jason Robbins. Alright guys, last blaster here. You got a couple numbered cards, Mark. Andres Borregales. Tyleek Williams on the Hyper. Hetero McMillan. CJ Stroud on the Thunderbirds. Luther Burden III. Got Trent McDuffie on our Hyper. Maxwell Hairston. Colston Loveland rookie. We're going to do a base box to end it. I think we are. Will Johnson. DeAndre Swift Hyper. And that is it. Ugh. I really wanted to finish it with another numbered card. We'll count our numbered like we normally do, just to kind of see. Cases have been usually 12 to 14 numbered. I think we still hit 12, but we definitely were on the lower end this time than what has been typical. So we will do a little recap here Also, that jersey, as I said, goes to the person who had the Atlanta Falcons. So that goes to Eric Morath. That was Mike Rozier, Nebraska Cornhuskers jersey. He retired. Last played with the Falcons. So that's who got that jersey. Surprise Select Mega! It was a pretty good break. Even though we didn't, hit all the shit I would have loved to hit. It was actually not bad. Alright, let's see our hits here and count our numbered cards. Micah Parsons pink, Jackson Dart base, Jaden Daniels purple, Tyler Shuck contours, TJ Sanders on the pink, Will Howard hyper, Willis McGahee purple, JC Horn purple, Jim Everett on the orange. We had a Jonas Savanay, I'm not sure, on the Phoenician auto. Mason Taylor on the green hyper color match, Jackson Dart Thunderbirds, Derrick Henry red hyper, Riley Leonard hyper, Vinny Testaverde auto to 49 on the hyper for the Jets. Tyler Shugg Thunderbirds, Tyron Tracy Jr. on the green, Mecca Thunderbirds, Jackson Dart Contours, Travis Hunter on the pink hyper, Ashton Genty purple hyper, Travion Henderson Contours. That one was to 299 on the hyper, and then the Emeka Egbuka on the Color Blast. Gorgeous there. Yeah, Phoenix has definitely been the best retail rip easily. It's been pretty consistent. Let's see how many numbered we got. Terry from Rhode Island on the Phoenician. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. Yeah, 13 numbered cards. An auto. We got an auto, we got a Phoenician auto, and then we got a Color Blast. I mean, that's just a good case. I mean, and that's how most of them break down. The three case hits, the auto, the Phoenician auto, and then a Color Blast, and then all those numbered. So I appreciate you guys. I will get these sorted. I will get these ready for you guys to pick up tomorrow. Open at 11. Like I said, not totally sure about next week. We will have a break. I won't be breaking it because I will be out of town. So that will fall to Josh. Josh will rip that for you guys. Probably going to be select. We just have a lot of select cases, and you can still hunt zebras and other stuff in those. I think it's been one zebra, 1 or 2 autographs, and then some numbered. So they've been fun as well. So I will see you guys next time. I really appreciate everybody. I will look forward to all the people that are going to rush over and get into the Pop Century break after this. See you guys later. Thank you.